So I've been traveling around Australia this week showing people how to build their very own app that allows them to perform automated machine learning. And that's exactly what we're going to be doing in today's episode. What's happening, guys? Welcome to another episode of Code That, where I try to build a ridiculous amount of stuff in a ridiculously short time frame. In today's episode, we are going to be building our very own automated machine learning app that allows us to pass through a custom data set, perform automated data profiling, train a machine learning model, and download it so that you can go and deploy it wherever you want. In order to do it, we're going to be using a bunch of my favorite technologies, including Streamlit, Pandas profiling, and PyCarrot. But as per usual, we've got a couple of rules when it comes to Code That. First and foremost, I'm not going to be allowed to look at any pre-existing code, use Stack Overflow, or use GitHub Copilot. If I do, it's a 1 minute time penalty. Second, that brings us to the time limit. I'm only gonna have 15 minutes to build this to keep it short and sharp so you guys can take a look at how to do this relatively quickly. And last but not least, if I fail to make that time limit, it's gonna be a $50 Amazon gift card to you guys. Before we do jump into it, guys, I just wanted to say a huge thank you, because take a look at what arrived. Take a look, guys, it came. Check this out. This is all thanks to you guys. Let's put it up. Somewhere, yeah. Thanks so much, guys. It literally is all because of you that we're managing to get this traction and get out there and show people what's possible with machine learning. Alrighty, let's go do it. We all know data is the new oil, right? Well, on second thoughts, I think data is more like the new cheese. Anyone can get cheese. You know, stroll on down to the local supermarket, pick yourself up a 50-gram packet of Baby Bells and a packet of water crackers, and you got yourself a meal. But procuring the finest artisanal Parmigiano Reggiano from Nonna's basement in Modena is a completely different story. Getting good data and cheese is hard. But it doesn't need to be, thanks to today's sponsor, Bright Data. Bright Data helps you get access to the web data you need now without fuss. You can use a pre-configured data collector or web scraper that can collect data from the largest publicly available sites, or tap into their dataset library that they've already collected from around the web, including extracts from Amazon, Stack Overflow, and even Instagram. But I can write a scraper myself, Nick. I know, but this is where the wizards at Bright Data come into their own. They've got their own proxy infrastructure which helps them keep your data flowing, plus their web unlocker helps beat any pesky captures that might be holding you back from data nirvana. Plus their managed data collectors take care of things when websites change and monitor scraper success so you don't have to. Oh, I know, right? Whether you need Amazon product review data to find new sourcing ideas, Instagram business data for market sentiment analysis, or true market pricing data to help you optimize your SaaS prices, Bright Data isn't just your friend, it's your best data friend. If you're into data, then stay tuned. We might just have a big project coming up with them soon. But don't take my word for it, you can check out Bright Data yourself. Sign up and book a demo and they'll give you a $25 gift voucher so you can test out the platform. Link is here and in the description below. Back to the video. Alrighty guys, 15 minutes on the clock, let's go. Okay, so the first thing that we are going to go on ahead and do is create a new file called app.py. And then we are going to make this bigger because that is tiny. We are then going to import Streamlit as ST, and then let's just write some stuff out just to make sure we are up and running. So hello world. Beautiful. All right, and then we can run Streamlit by running Streamlit run app.py. And cross your fingers, this starts successfully. Beautiful, that's looking good. We are printing out hello world, magic. All right, cool. So let's actually structure this a little bit better. So first things first, we are going to create a sidebar. So with st.sidebar, we are then going to add in an image, st.image, st.title, and then st.radio. So radio is going to be used to control the navigation. So our image, I've got a little link that I found of a cool image. Let's throw that in. Cool. Throw that bad boy. And then our app is going to be called, I don't know, Auto Stream ML. Who knows? Can change it. And then our radio, let's ignore the radio for now. Let's just run that or refresh that. Hit R. Beautiful. All right, so that's looking cool. So we've got our title, got our image. Let's then add in our choices. So our choices are going to drive our navigation. So choice is going to equal st.radio, and then we are going to just add in a label called navigation. navigation, and then we'll add in a list of all of our different options. So our first option is going to be data upload, so we'll just call it upload. Second one is going to be profiling, so we're going to do automated data profiling. The third one's going to be ML, and then the last thing is going to be download. Let's just make sure my head isn't covering that. Cool, so that will be our set of choices. We can close that, save that, jump back on into our app. All right, so we've got some navigation that's happening down here, so we can hit all of our different options, and then we're going to drive our navigation or drive what's displayed onto the screen based on what we've got here. Now we can also add a little info box because I don't know, I just like having a little bit of information. So this application allows you to build an automated machine learning pipeline using Streamlit, Pandas, profiling, and PyCaret, and is damn right magic. Beautiful. All right, so if we go save that, let's go back in, hit R, should have a little, look at that, we've got a little info box. All right, cool. So that's looking great as a beginning. Now what we need to do is add a little bit of structure. So first things first, let's add in a bit of structure to our app. So if choice equals upload, let's just pass for now. Need a colon over here, and then let's handle all of our other choices. Choice equals profiling. Could use our if statements here as well. Choice equals ML, but we got 15 minutes, 11 minutes. We can do this. Pass. If choice equals download, and then pass. Okay, cool. So first things first, let's get rid of this st.write hello world. So what we're first up going to do is we're going to provide the capability to upload a file. So I think it's file uploader, upload your data set. Yeah. And then that is going to return back a value for our file, or it's going to hold the file object. And then we can go if file, then do something here. Do something. Pass for now. Let's just double check that's worked. Refresh. Cool. So we can upload our data set. Let's add a title. st.title. Upload your data for modeling. Beautiful. Let's jump back to our app. Take a look at that. So we've got the beginnings. We can go and hit a file. That is looking great. All this code is going to be available on GitHub as per usual, guys. So don't stress. All right. Then what do we need to do? So we need to read in our file. So df equals, we need pandas. So let's import pandas. Import pandas as PD. So df equals pd.read CSV. And then we can actually just pass the file directly to it. That is the cool thing about it. And then we can render it to our screen. So we'll write st.dataframe. Pass through our data frame to that. We can get rid of this. So if we go and refresh our app now, cool. So we haven't uploaded a file, so let's go and upload. I've got a sample training file inside of the TM1, or inside of this particular folder. So it's called dataset.csv. Take a look at that. So we've gone and successfully uploaded a file, and you can see that we're rendering it to the screen. Pretty cool, right? Then what we want to do is we want to take this file and then pass it to like a profiling app. So we'll probably use Pandas profiling over here. So actually Pandas profiling. The cool thing is that it automatically profiles your data. So we can actually use this inside of our Streamlit app. So
psst, come here. Want to know a secret? Are you looking for your next dream job in data science, machine learning, deep learning, or just data in general? Well, you need to join Jobs from Nick. Each and every week, I'll send you a curated list of the best jobs in data. These are jobs with great perks, great people, and great roles. Plus, you'll get access to exclusive content like AMAs, interviews, and resume reviews. So why not join? Plus, it's completely free. Link is in the description below. What are you waiting for? All right, back to the video.
Over here, what we'll actually do is we'll save our data set to our app folder. So that way we've got it accessible across the board. So let's actually save that down. So df.toCSV. So when we upload it, we're actually going to save it as, source data.csv. And then we're just going to say index. I
think is it index equals none. And we also, when we were on read it in, we we're just going to say index col equals none over here. And then that should be okay. So let's see if this saves the file up now. So if we go back to our upload, refresh. So if we go and upload our data set, cool, so that's uploaded. But if we go back into our folder, boom, you can see we've got source data. So this file or this line is actually going to write out our source data back out, which means that we can then go and pick it up to have it accessible across the app. We can do that using the OS function. So let's import OS up here. So we'll then go if os.path.exists. So we're just checking whether or not the file exists. And we're going to say source data.csv. We are then going to read in that file. So df equals pd.read CSV. We are then going to read in source data.csv, and we're going to specify index col equals none. Beautiful. So that means we should be able to use this wherever we need now. Okay, so that is that done. So we then want to import pandas profiling. So import profiling capability. So we are then going to import pandas underscore profiling, and then we'll import, we need this thing from Streamlit. The cool thing is this actually allows you to render the profile report inside of a Streamlit app, which I think is absolutely brilliant. I was showing this to a bunch of people this week. So from st, I think it's Streamlit pandas profiling, import st underscore profile report. Yeah, beautiful. All right, so then over here, what we can do is we'll add a title, st.title, profile, exploratory data. I'm just checking we're still recording. Data analysis. Let's say automated, because it really is automated. I think it's kind of awesome. What are we doing? So then df.profile report will give us our profile report. So the cool thing about this is it actually analyzes your data set for you. So it does a whole bunch of analysis on each one of the different variables. It also gives you correlation towards the bottom, tells you if there's any issues that you might need to pay attention to in your data set. And then we can use st.profile report. Oh, so what I wrote there is a df.profile report that generates the pandas profile report. We're going to store that inside of a variable called profile report, saying profile report a bunch of times. And then we can take st underscore profile report to render it back to our screen. So if I pass through profile report here, which is just this data frame, we should be able to render this inside of our Streamlit app. So let's just refresh. Are we freezing up? Happening. Module nt path st. Oh no, we've got an error. os.path. Oh, this is written wrong. Exists. All right, let's go refresh. All right, cool. That's working. So let's go and upload our data set. Cool. So that should have written out the source data. Then if we go to profiling, take a look. It's generating our profile report. How are we doing for time? 5 minutes left. Where did the time go? This is ridiculous. Come on, generate. Take a look. We got our profile report. Awesome, right? And then right down the bottom, you've got correlation, you've got missing values, you've got a sample. All right, we got to punch this. So we got to do our ML page. So let's go handle that. So we are going to import a bunch of stuff from PyCaret. So ML stuff from PyCaret.regression. Import. Oh, what do we need? Setup, compare models, full, and save underscore model. I think that should be it. All right, then we're going to go st.title equals machine learning. Go. Brrr. All right, and then we need, oh my God, this is getting intense. So then we need st.select box. So we're going to add in a select box so that users can select the target for the machine learning model. So target equals st.select box. Select your target. Random selector. No. And this is just going to be df.columns. So it should render all of the columns. Oh no, what did we do there? Why is we got to close that? Right. So if we go and refresh this, come on. Cool. Module stream. What is it? Select. Oh, it's single word, no underscore. Cool. So we can actually go and select the column that we want to predict now. So if I hit transported, which is the column that this is actually the Kaggle Space Titanic data set. So we can then go and pass that to PyCaret. So setup, we pass through our data frame, we pass through our target, and we set that equal to whatever the target that our user has selected. And then we want to specify silent equals true. So that means it doesn't wait for us to go and pass through any additional parameters. We can then grab the setup data frame using the pull function. So this is going to allow us to get all the parameters for our automated machine learning model using PyCaret. Wow, I just said a lot in a short sentence. We can then grab the best model using compare underscore models. Compare model. Is it compare model? It's compare models. All right, and then we can grab that data frame using pull. Kind of weird functionality, that pull function. And then we can render that. So let's just render our true data frame. So st.info. This is the ML experiment settings. Oh, come on. I want to make this one. st.dataframe is the setup data frame. And then we need another st.info. This is the ML model. And then we can render that data frame st.dataframe equals compare df, and then we can actually render the best model. So best model. Oh no, we've got an error. Close this. Pause it. Okay, let's test this out. Now I feel bad pausing it. Let's go. All right, cool. That's the beginnings of our experiment. This runs successfully. We should get our machine learning model down the bottom here. Take a look. That's our machine learning model gone and trained. So this is the actual leaderboard. It actually shows you how the model has performed. So we've got MAE, mean standard error. So we can actually go and see, wait, this is not a regression data set. So we should have been importing the classification models. So hold up. Classification. All right, let's go do it again. I just realized that the transport data set is a classification problem, not a regression problem. All right, there you go. So we've now got accuracy, we've got precision, recall, F1, and we've got our gradient boosting classifier. Last thing that we need to do is download the model. So let's go and save this model. So we can go save model, and then we can pass through best model. We can, what do we need to pass through in here? So best model, I think we just need to pass through the name. So now we should get a pickle file saved if we go and run this model again. Let's go do this. Oh, I wanted a button to trigger this rather than just go run off the bat. All right, so you can see we've got best model. Let's just add that button. So st.button train model. If st.button, then if we tab all of this in, so now we should have a button. So we've got a little bit more control, right? So we can choose our column. So I choose transported, hit train model. You can see it kicks it off. And there you go. So that's our model. And you can see we've also gone and saved it down. So it says best model. We can then make it available for download. So with best underscore model.pickle. Oh, we can make this read RB as F. st.download button. We then pass through download the file, pass through F. Oh my god, we had one, guys, we had like literally all right, I didn't make it. So okay, but literally I had like one last thing to write. So then we can just pass through best model dot. Oh, so close. All right. All right, so we could pass through st.download button. We specify what the button's going to be called. So download, let's just change this to download the model. And then we pass through the actual file itself, which is from here, and then specify the name of what we want to download. So we could actually call it trained model.pickle. Oh, we were so close. And then, so if we go and run this again, so now I can go and pass through my specified parameter. Let's go and train this model. Right, so that's our model trained. Then I can go to download. What do we do there? With best model.pickle. Oh, it should have been with open. Rerun. Download the model. Take a look. We've downloaded our pickle model. And easiest thing is you can actually go and open this. So I'm just going to add a new terminal. So I can then run Jupyter Lab. And if I wanted to go and load up that model, I can relatively easily. So let's just create a new Jupyter notebook really quickly. So from pycaret.classification, import load model. Right, then if I run load model and bring up, let's grab that downloaded model because we downloaded it. The train model.pickle. YouTube, and then auto ML app. So if I load in trained, what's it called again? Train model. Boom, that is our pipeline loaded. No, we've got an error. What happened? Take a look. Maybe there was an error between the different versions that we were using, but this has actually gone and reloaded it. So I just quickly created a new Streamlit app. So import Streamlit as ST from pycaret.classification, import load model, pipeline, and then we can use load model to load up that train model. So it looks like it was working. I don't know, maybe I was using different versions in that Jupyter instance because that was a different environment. But that has successfully gone and built up our automated machine learning app. It's kind of weird that we got that error when I opened up Jupyter, but you know, you live and you learn sometimes. But in this particular case, that is our automated machine learning app. So ideally, you'd probably want to have some sort of way to determine whether or not it's a classification problem or regression problem, but you could just as easily create a drop down to be able to drive that. So basically we can go and upload a data set, which I personally think is absolutely awesome. We can then go and perform automated data profiling using pandas profiling. And then last but not least, we're able to generate a machine learning model using PyCaret, which I thought is pretty cool. Automated profiling, let's do some ML. We can choose our target. So if I choose transported, this will train our model. Give it a sec, boom. And then we can actually go and download our model. Beautiful. And if we actually go and take a look at the other test app, if I go and rerun this, what's happened here? I've gone and written a bunch of random stuff in there now. So let's get rid of RA. Right, and then if I went and replaced, so let's just quickly take a look just to show. So we went and trained that model, which went and downloaded, I believe it went and saved this slightly different model. So let's go and, there wasn't much data in that data set, admittedly. So that went and produced a ridge classifier. So if I go and download this now, and if we go and take that trained model, so if I go to downloads, trained model 1, let's just delete this one and rename it. Cut that and then throw it inside of our main folder, which is AutoML app. Paste, replace it. So now if we load this model, it should be a ridge classifier. So if we go and reload, not found. Oh, I went and renamed this TRA. Boom. Let's go and reload. Take a look. So it should have a ridge classifier. Awesome. Pretty cool, right? Anyway, we didn't make the time limit, although it was very, very close. So here is the Amazon gift card. Hopefully whoever gets it first enjoys it. Thanks so much for tuning in, guys. Hopefully I will see you in the next one. And thanks again to today's sponsor, which is Bright Data. I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.
Thanks so much for tuning in, guys. Hopefully you've enjoyed this video. If you have, be sure to give it a big thumbs up, hit subscribe, and tick that bell, and let me know what you thought of this episode of Code That. Did you enjoy it? Are you going to go and try to build it yourself? What machine learning models are you going to train? Thanks again for tuning in, guys. Peace.